Alright, y'all, so we're gonna set up shop, and we are about to publicly preach? What the freak am I doing? Jeez. Alright, can y'all see me? Alright, here we go.
Hello. 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 Hello.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hey. How's y'all's night going? I hope y'all can hear that. All right, perfect. God help me. All right. All right, I just got a few things to say. I completely blanked on what I was about to say, so I'm gonna just have to wing this. I got a few questions for everybody this evening, if you're passing by. This might be a little fun experiment. Okay, question one, number one, is if you had a genie and you could have one wish, what would it be? I'll give you all a few seconds to dwell on this. Genie, one wish, what would it be? All right, you got it in your head? All right, next up. What do you hope to accomplish in your life before you die? This is question number two. So one wish, what would it be? What do you want to do with your life? Did anybody struggle with this at all? Are you struggling right now? These are tough questions. So I want to share a story though to kind of illustrate a point. So there's this guy named Abram. All right, he later is known as Abraham, but he's known as Abram to begin with. And this man was a good man. He was a righteous man, and he lived a solid life, 10,000 times better than any of us are doing. And the thing is, he lived a life that was very self-sacrificial. So to illustrate that point, he had a nephew named Lot. Now Abraham worked his tail off. He went through a lot of hard times, and he prospered through it. Okay, so he prospered by the sweat of his brow. And he was blessed, and so he was doing so well that him and his nephew Lot, they lived close together, and they were prospering so much. They had a lot of livestock. Their herdsmen started clashing, so they were like, you know what? Let's split ways. There's plenty of land. Let's not fight. We're family. He loved his family, and he valued that relationship. So what he ends up doing is he says, "You pick whichever way looks best, and I'll go the other way." So his nephew Lot, probably like many of us, chose the way that looked best. He chose the way that looked like it would prosper him the most. Now, in this scenario, it seems like Abraham is losing out, because what's happening is he's sacrificing. He's allowing his loved one to take what seems like the better situation. But this is never really sacrificing. This is loving in a self-sacrificial way. You don't lose anything when you do this. And to return to the questions that I was originally asking is, who do you live for? What was your wish? When you had that one wish from the genie, was it dedicated to you and your own gain? Did anybody dwell on the thought of world peace or the good of others? Or would you have used that wish for a loved one or someone besides yourself, or did you use it for yourself? You see, in this life, you're going to live for one of two options: yourself or others. You will dedicate your life to yourself and gain and what you can achieve and accomplish in this life, or you will live your life for the sake of others and for the greater good. Now, one of these gives you a fulfilling life, but the other one destroys you. It completely ties you up in a horrible way. Think about times where you maybe struggled with being selfish or doing something self-centered. Does that ever make you feel good? Not at all. The point is, what you do with your life matters. What you do with your life matters heavily, and you cannot grasp the weight of how important you are in this life and to all of humanity. Time is like a currency. Think about that. The time of your life is like the currency of your life, and you will spend it on a variety of things. Many people fear lack. They fear negative situations in this life, so they'll spend all their entire time in their life on trying to gain things and for themselves. So my last question for everyone is your life where you want it to be right now? When you were younger, when you were aspiring, did your life play out the way you wanted it to? Life is confusing, life is difficult, life is hard. And we're lied to as we come up thinking that it's just going to be this amazing thing, and then we struggle, and then we realize how real it is and how hard it is. So the last thing I offer to anyone and everyone here, and that goes to anyone, if you're not sure where you are in your life, if you're not sure with what to do with it, if you're not happy with how it played out, and if you're lost, then please feel free to come over here, and I have something, a message that I can share with you of a greater good and an impact that happened on me that I would be delighted to share with you. Now, of course, obviously, in case you haven't picked up, I'm talking about God, right? But in all honesty, please come over if you need help with anything, and I swear on my life, I'm not as crazy as I sound. Thanks for your time.